Imagine being in a long-term relationship where everything seems perfect, except when the topic of marriage comes up. He hesitates, changes the subject, or outright dismisses the idea. What could be the reason? Is it fear of commitment, financial concern, or a personal experience? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about some of those reasons men don't want to marry. It's really sad to find out that a guy you were once involved with has suddenly lost his interest regarding any relationship. So today we'll be talking about some reasons why men don't want marriage. Number one is the fear of divorce and its consequences. We all know what divorce is. We know that divorce rate globally is extremely high. No man wants to go through that financially, emotionally. It is draining, it is overwhelming, and men wonder if really marriage is worth this whole stress. We all know divorce settlements, alimony, and custody, what it takes. That fear of suddenly losing almost everything you've ever worked for, things you built even without the partner. Another one here is evolving gender dynamics. This particular phase, you see a young man that just got married, takes up responsibility of families. This thing is something that it happens on its own. Men find themselves automatically facing new demands, taking up new responsibility. This responsibility can be daunting to men. Picking up the financial responsibility of the family. Let's not even talk about the extended family at large. Another one is changing social norms and expectations. Gone are those days when marriage was an obligation. Now men don't feel any pressure. They don't feel the need to rush into marriage. It doesn't give them the need to settle down in time. Like they feel they have all the time they need. They just want to enjoy the moment and live their life. Another one is desire for independence and freedom. For some, the thought of sharing every aspect of their life, their finances, their decision, their space, is really restricting. They feel uncomfortable with it. Some men these days, they don't want to share their life. They don't want to share their space. They do not want their decision, because once they get married, their wife will be part of everything. You will no longer have your own personal space all to yourself. Your decision, your wife needs to influence your decision, even if you are the man of the house. Your responsibility is for you to tell your wife what you want, share your ideas together. Men who value their independence see marriage as a potential threat to their freedom. Another one here is financial concern and career priorities. In this particular phase, men bring to consideration everything about finances. A man that is not stable financially cannot get married or cannot even consider getting married. In this particular phase, men see marriage as a financial burden to themselves, because right now they no longer think only for themselves. They no longer provide only for themselves. Now they are going to provide for themselves, for their wife, and even children, because once you get married, children start coming in. The high cost of weddings, the high cost of cohabitation, rising living expenses, and economic uncertainties. For this reason, many men choose to focus on themselves, their career, their financial stability, even before considering marriage. Another one is negative experience with marriage. Witnessing unhappy or dysfunctional marriage can create a negative perception about marriages. This can lead to men avoiding it. Another one is increase in cohabitation. The increase in cohabitation has allowed men to enjoy all the benefit that goes with marriage, even without them committing to it legally. So they feel no need, they feel no rush, they see no reason to get married because of this cohabitation. Another important one is the feeling of inadequacy. Really, some men, they don't feel they are good enough to be a husband. They don't see themselves good enough to head a home. They still consider themselves as not good enough to be a husband, not good enough to be a father. Another important one is lack of a strong connection. When they simply don't find a partner they connect with. They can be with you for as long as they want, but once they don't see that connection, they don't feel that connection, this can actually lead them to not wanting to get married as well. Another important reason is skepticism about the benefits of marriage. You see men questioning what are those values, what are those benefits marriage add to them that a committed relationship isn't adding already. They may feel that love and companionship don't require legal validation. If you're experiencing this as a lady, your partner not wanting to get married, whenever you bring up the topic about marriage, he hesitates, changes the idea, or is reluctant about it, you can help him to change his focus. It's something that he needs help to do. Let's not forget, you can get married and be financially stable. You can get married and explore. You can still get married and live your dream life as a man. Marriage is not a suicide mission. Don't forget that marriage is supposed to be a beautiful commitment. All your achievement can be done, can be achieved even when you are married. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on your notification button so you'll be the first to watch my videos. I'll see you on my next post. Bye.